Hello YouTube, it's Cross 1911. This is a video response to the Prepared Minds video on communities, are they good or bad. First of all, let me start by saying cheers to you. Community. I'm not sure if I agree necessarily that the community concept is bad. I think the community concept can be very good. It has many pros that make the risk of building a community well worth the risk you take in destroying that same community, or the same risk that you take in putting the stress and strain on those who are involved in its building. There is a common truth to that saying that there's strength in numbers. There's also a lot of problems in those same numbers. Ultimately, I think that the most important aspect of communities, and not so much whether they're good or whether they're bad, is that an effective community has a set of rules in which everyone across the board follows the same. I think that's really the most important element, regardless of whether you have a tyrannical rule or whether you have a rule that is of the people and by the people, and truly so. Everyone has to be accountable for their actions. Everyone has to be accountable for what they bring to the table. If you have a bunch of freeloaders, then well, quite honestly, they need to carry their asses. They don't need to be staying around. All they're doing is putting a burden on the community. If that freeloading is acceptable and is an accepted practice, then the only message that you're sending out to anyone else who wishes to join that community is that you're weak, that you don't have your shit together. If a community has a strong leadership who holds those rules in high regard and follows them themselves, then they set the example of being a fair community, of being a very structured community that won't shake very easily and won't fall apart. Of course, again, this requires everyone involved in this picture to put in their share, to do what is asked of them, and to do even more that isn't asked of them. Ultimately, you're going to be the one responsible for your own livelihood. No one's going to feed you. No one's going to put a gun in your hand and tell you, here you go. Protect yourself. You're going to have to find those things for yourself. You're going to have those things for yourself. You're going to have to bring those things to the table. Otherwise, again, you're just a weak link. I think the concept of communities is a double-edged sword. And I say that because anytime you have even small numbers to great numbers, again, everyone has to be on that same page. So long as the goal is the same for everyone, chances are that community is going to thrive. Chances are that community is going to do very well. As soon as that vision is lost and no one is expected to toe the line, or individuals who may be in charge are lax in their responsibilities, or take full advantage of their positions and don't do well by the people that are beneath them or that are around them, that's when things start to fall apart. I think the Prepared Mind makes a lot of good points in saying that in former videos that you want people who are going to do right by you. You want people who are going to be they're going to have your back. You want people who are going to have skills and who are going to have something, again, to bring to the table. No one wants to carry extra weight. That's nothing but dead weight. It's one thing to compensate for the weaknesses in others by having strengths of your own, or by fortifying your own talents. But it's another thing to have a mouth to feed that all it does is consume and provides nothing more for you than a burden or stress. I I believe that because there are a strong set of rules and a solid foundation and structure in my own community that exists as we speak, I think that has been our primary, the primary nature in which we succeed. We speak well, we communicate even better, and we make sure that everyone who is involved in this community is not just a neighbor. They're not just another person that we see and wave to from across the street. This person is family. These people are your brothers and your sisters. And when you look at it from that angle, from that perspective, I think the nature in which you work together as a unit is all the stronger. I think communities the word community anyway, could be very easily exchanged for family. And if those of you out there are listening to this video have a strong idea and a strong concept of family, then you know how easily and how smoothly that machine can work. I hope that's been some help. And once again, I think that the idea of communities is great, and it can work out very well. So be strong and always be vigilant and be aware of your surroundings.